Welcome to A House Around the Corner. I'm your host, Tricia Ziemer. I'm here with the lovely Leanne Fitzgerald, who is the team leader of the Kanara Community House, the executive producer of this show. Welcome.
Thanks, Tricia.
Now, this has been quite a journey. We're at the end of 13 episodes of this absolutely beautiful and I hope extraordinary show
Amazing
for the
show.
industry.
It is, and I can't believe it's gone that quickly. I mean, it probably feels like every minute of it for you. You've been out on the road everywhere, but I can't believe where we are now, and took over 12 months of planning.
But it started with a CLP project that you put together.
It did, a community learning project that we put together and got ACFI funding for, and that project was to really look at how we could use media, including community television, radio and the internet, to engage more people in neighbourhood houses, and perhaps to engage people in neighbourhood houses who weren't able to get there in person. We've showcased the wonderful things that happen in neighbourhood houses and learned local organisations all around the state, from sort of Horsham to Gippsland.
And Karen George, she's done a fabulous job on the wiki, hasn't she?
Yes, keeping that wiki up to date and making sure people who see the show can actually follow up and find out more about the organisation that's been showcased and the types of courses that are run, and just link into the sector statewide. That's been wonderful, and the response to the website's been amazing as well. Yeah.
And our ratings are going really well. And of course we couldn't have done it without Nicole. She has been a fantastic production assistant.
She has. Neighbourhood houses and learn local organisations are there for people at all those different stages of their lives. So,
just like Keith, who was our very first story.
Exactly. And then Emma, coming in and engaging in the house at that time of life.
So we're going to meet up with Emma and one of her lovely instructors.
Hi, my name is Emma, and this is my local community centre, Kanara Community House. I found Kanara Community House about 2.5 years ago when I was searching for a support group for myself. I have a daughter with Asperger's. She's 8 now, and she'd only been newly diagnosed at the time, and I was trying to find a bunch of understanding, like-minded people at the time. So that was how I found this place. There was a support group at the time run by each. And it was for parents with children that have any sort of disability, so it wasn't specific to autism, which was good. I liked the idea of that, and I came along and just met a whole bunch of amazing parents that that had their own stories to tell. I picked Kanara because it was only 5 minutes away from my daughter's school and my other daughter's daycare centre, so for me it was easy. I could come along without the two of them and just have some really good quality coffee, drinking, chatting time. I used to bring my other daughter along for a little while, which was great because a lot of the parents brought their younger siblings as well. In fact, there was about 5 4-year-olds, and including my daughter, so it sort of worked out well. And they would often bring somebody along to take the kids outside and play in the garden, so we could have really good quality time together. Yeah, I have to say I probably got more information through my support group sessions from any book, from any website, because, some of these women were just a few years ahead of me in their diagnoses and all that sort of stuff, and I just got so much information from them. Amazing information. So one day after I'd finished my support group here, I came into reception and I was sort of introducing myself, and I was having a look through some of the brochures, as you do anyway. Like, I wanted to see what services were out there for Ruby, my daughter, and I. And I stumbled across a Certificate 3 in Community Services work. And I picked up this brochure and realised that, it could work around school hours and school, having children and being a mum and all of those things. And I was so excited. I immediately, started picking the brain of the people here and found out that I could enrol and I could do it. I remember the first day that I came here, and one of my tutors, or my main tutor, was Karen George, who is hilarious and very funny. And I do believe that she just broke the ice with this big group of beautiful women that I did my course with, because I thought I hadn't been at school for a long time, having not gone for 17 years, and pretty sure the longest was about 30 years out of school. So we were all very nervous, and a lot of us were terrified of, doing computer. During the course, halfway through the course, we had to start doing voluntary work as our placement hours, because you do about, I guess it's probably 100 to 200 hours of placement when you do your courses here, and you just get this incredible hands-on experience in, what will hopefully become a job in the future. And I started doing the community garden project with Wendy Hyam outside, which was fantastic. And we put this amazing garden together that, all the community can utilise. I think there's one of the disability groups comes in and does work. There's local people that just come and volunteer their hours to help put the vegetable gardens together and hang the beautiful trees, plant the trees and hang all the hanging plants and stuff. And so I got into that as part of my placement, and I just enjoyed it so much that I've kept doing it since the course is finished. And I also started working on reception with lovely Amanda, and I've just found it's the hub of the centre. So I've kept volunteering on the reception now, because I just find that it's such a nice, such a nice place. So after I graduated, I got my Certificate 3 in Community Services Work, first certificate of my entire life. I decided I'd like to continue on and do a Certificate 4 in Community Development. And I'm now going to go on and do my Diploma of Community Services Work, which I'm very excited about, starting next year. And it's excellent.
Hi, I'm Nicole Kirkwood, and I'm here today with Karen George. How are you, Karen?
Good, thanks, Nicole. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
Now, Karen, you're one of Emma's tutors.
Yes,
Can you tell me a little bit about what you've taught her?
She was part of my Certificate 3 Community Services Work group this year, and she's just completed it as well, along with her placement hours.
So Emma was telling us that she really appreciated your ability to put people at ease in class. Tell us a little bit about how that is important as a teaching technique.
It's very important to make sure people are comfortable in the classroom. A lot of them have taken a very big step. It's the first step back into education for some. For some people, it's also stepping back into education from a really bad experience. So we try to make them feel comfortable in the classroom, and that no question is a dumb question. That's what I tell most of my classes.
So how did you find the group, and specifically Emma?
This group was extremely cohesive, and Emma was part of that. Emma's a little like me. She likes a bit of a joke and a laugh, and sometimes that can actually break a bit of tension when things are getting a bit difficult or hard to understand. So she was one of our people who supported others, was great. A great range of ages in that particular group, from a young one to a little bit older, and they worked really well. You wouldn't know there was an age difference. A lot of it is about a sense of belonging. They also have to show compassion, empathy, understanding, really good listening skills. We also do a bit of cultural diversity as well as one of the units. So I actually get them to reflect on who they are as people.
So how proud are you of Emma? Because she's going on to further education.
She got comfortable here, and now we've actually set her on her pathway to do something more, and she's one of the rest of the class who are going on to do further study. It's thrilling.
Let's just explore whether we can open doors together. Take one step closer to another goal. A house ain't nothing if it ain't got heart and soul. Yeah, everybody, let's get together.